Hello, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. The story ain't over. It's Jananie, and I'm super excited to bring you my September plan with me video. I know it's been quite a long time since I posted a plan with me. I totally skipped July and August because I honestly just wasn't feeling like doing a monthly setup, and I was planning on doing a new setup with my new journal, which you can see here. This is a gorgeous journal from Notebook Therapy and my new one for the second half of the year. But yeah, I just wasn't really in the mood these past couple months, but with September beginning and fall coming, I was finally feeling more in the mood for a journaling vibe, and so I decided to go with a nice chill dark academia theme for this month. I am super excited for fall. It's my favorite time of the year. My birthday is at the beginning of October, and I always just look forward to the fall time and the leaves changing, but also for spooky season. And I love September because it feels like the lead up to spooky season when, the colors are changing, and it's the perfect time to pick up some dark academia books. So if you guys watched my September TBR, then you know that I am going to be picking up a lot of dark academia books this month because I'm just so excited for the vibe and just to get something slightly spooky, but also just slightly thrillery. I've been reading a lot of thrillers recently, actually. I've been reading The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelids, and the audiobook for that is fantastic, by the way, highly recommend. So yeah, I'm just in that mood for thrillery, dark academia books. So that's what I decided to do for this plan with me. So for this month, I decided to actually do a calendar spread. I haven't done one since January, I think, or February. I stopped doing calendar spreads because I just don't use them that much, but I thought it would look nice for this theme, and I saw sort of a similar layout on Instagram, so I wanted to try it out. And I am pretty happy with how all of these pages actually turned out. The specific page is probably my least favorite, but it still worked out. And one of the elements that I really tried to incorporate throughout this entire plan with me is just a lot of ripped paper and a lot of paper with text on it. So all of these ripped pieces of paper with the typed words are actually from an old book, university textbook that I had for school that, I wasn't going to use. And so I just started ripping out pages and then ripping those pages into pieces and sticking them on the pages here. And I think it just made for a really nice look. And I also added some brown packing paper as well. So this is just literally brown paper that comes in packages with stuff that I've ordered online. And I just save that paper for some journaling later on. And it's just the perfect thing for this theme as well. So I'm really excited about it. I think the one thing that I don't like about this page is actually the green that I'm adding here. I wanted to add a teeny bit of color to the entire spread, but I feel like it just ended up making this seem a little more cheerful than it actually should be. But regardless, I still like how the overall theme looks. And then here I'm just adding the numbers, and then you'll see in a sec I'm going to add a bunch of stickers as well. And most of these are from Paper Geek Co., which is probably my new favorite stationery shop. You should all go check them out. I'll leave a link down below. They're just super, super awesome. They have some of the most beautiful stickers I've ever seen, and they're all super high quality as well. And I'm just so happy with all of them. If you are hoping to see all of my stationery, I would highly recommend going and checking out my stationery haul. I did one quite a few months ago, but I'm still using a lot of the same stationery from back then, so definitely go check that out if you're interested in all of the various elements that I use. But yes, I just had such a great time doing these spreads with the different stickers and just the vibe, and I had a candle going on the side and my fake plant on the left, and it was a vibe, guys. Get with it. I hope you guys are doing the same, lighting a candle and getting started with your journaling. But I'm going to stop talking for just a little bit here and let you guys enjoy the journaling. Alright, so I thought I'd come back and talk a little bit about some of my favorite dark academia books. Most of you are here for my book channel, so I thought, why not talk about some books? So my absolute favorite dark academia book is If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio. It is a fantastic book. It takes a lot of inspiration from The Secret History by Donna Tartt, which I actually have not read yet. And it is on my list for September, so I'm gonna get on it, don't worry guys. But If We Were Villains, super amazing. It is basically following, this set of students at this very fancy sort of Shakespeare acting college, I guess. Like, they only do Shakespeare plays at this acting school, acting academy or college or whatever. And the book actually begins with one of those students from this group of friends actually coming out of jail after like 10 years or something. And they are talking to, I guess, the detective from their case, and the detective just really wants to know what actually happened all those years ago. And so the main character is basically going back and telling the story of what happened and revisiting those memories. And we go back in time to back 10 years ago from his perspective. And it is so interesting because the main character is more of like a, observing character. He is less of the person doing the action. And there are just all these personalities involved in this group of friends. And a lot of sort of tension between them, not only like sexual tension, but also just like tense emotions sort of running high all around. And all of them are trying to sort of succeed at the school, which is like super, pressuring on them. And it's just so interesting. And I absolutely loved it. And I just highly recommend it. Like, if you're looking for, a dark, mysterious read with, a little bit of murder and mystery in there, it's fantastic. Go check it out. And perfect for this time of year. Alright, but speaking of books, let's talk about my TBR for September. So if you've seen the video, you probably already know this, but I will just talk about it anyways for those of you who haven't seen that video yet. So the first book on my dark academia TBR is All's Well by Mona Awad, and I'm actually picking this one up for the Literally Dead book club, which is run by Kayla from Books and Lala. I'm such a big fan of Kayla's videos. Like, they're all just so fantastic, and she is just so hilarious and fantastic. And we're also going to be reading with Erin from Booked and Busy, and we'll have a live show around the beginning of October, I believe. So yeah, I'm just really excited to be reading it for the book club. And then the next book is one that has been an anticipated release for me for so long, because I think the publication got delayed because of COVID. But that book is How We Fall Apart by Katie Zhao. This one is a dark academia set in high school, following a bunch of Asian protagonists and how they are facing all this like academic pressure, but it's also sort of set in this like Gossip Girl-esque situation, and there's a lot of like drama and secrets going on and people revealing secrets. So I'm super excited for that aspect. And just as an aside here, I just realized this quote that I'm writing on the left here is actually from If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio. And it basically says, if you are not aware of the transcendent, if you are not awake to the glorious mystery of life and death that you're lucky to be a part of, you might as well not be alive. There's like another part to that quote, but it wasn't going to fit, so I shortened it. But I just thought it was like a cool quote and a very dark academia one, so I wanted to include it here. All right, and then the next book on my TBR is The Truants by Katie Weinberg. I actually don't know too much about this one. It seems like the classic sort of, new kid going to college and, obsessed with this professor and getting in with this, crowd of rebellious people and secrets and mystery and darkness and all of that. And it was actually recommended to me by a bunch of you on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, go check me out at thisstoryaintover. And then the next couple books are A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik, and then the last one is The Secret History by Donna Tartt, which I mentioned before. But yeah, super excited to read those. And then you guys may have seen those stickers that were on those pages. Those were from The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. I still haven't read that book, but I did borrow the ebook from the library, and I'm actually hoping to get to it soon. I didn't really love The Night Circus, but I am hoping to give Erin Morgenstern a second chance with The Starless Sea. Alright, now we are on to my habit tracker page, which I am super excited about. I think I haven't really done this layout as far as I can remember. I usually did like the long lines, or I did a slightly different sort of grid before, but I've never done the calendar layout for my habit tracker. And I was like, you know what, let's try it out. So I have 5 different habits that I'm tracking this month. And I'm hoping that I can actually, get on top of my habits. I feel like when I wasn't tracking them during July and August without my journal, I really sort of let a bunch of them fall to the wayside. But granted, I was like going through a reading slump in July and just like was going out a lot more, and I just didn't have time to regularly keep up with a lot of things. But regardless, I am excited to get back into the groove of just like regular habits, and I'm just excited about that for the fall and for September. I feel like fall is definitely the time of the year where I feel the most in tune to who I am. Alright, and then here I'm just adding more stickers from Paper Geek Co. I absolutely love the little teacup, but then I also really love this little Stardust bottle in the bottom left corner. It just looks so cute. And this left page is actually going to be my goals of the month page. So yeah, as I said, like I didn't journal in July and August, and I do feel like to a certain extent I just let all of my goals and habits just fall to the wayside. And granted, I sort of needed a break from things, but I'm excited to just like get back on track and feel a little bit more productive and, in line with all of my goals. Alright, we are on to the final page of this plan with me, and this one is actually a little bit different than usual. So usually, as you guys may remember, I usually do a full week spread, and I do a full week spread for like each week of the month, so it's 4 double pages. But for this month, I have decided that I'm going to do single pages for every single day. I tried doing this a little bit in July and August, just like very bare pages. I didn't even design them, so that's why I never even bothered filming them. But I really want to try sort of writing more down each day and just journaling a little bit more, writing some of my thoughts, even if it isn't really a to-do list. That is the hope. We'll see how it goes. All right, and then this last bit that I'm doing here is something I'm really excited about. So I have always had this little wax seal kit, like this candle and then the seal, and I've always wanted to use it for something, and I've used it on letters before, but it's been a while since I've like sent someone a letter. So I thought it would be cool to just like add a little wax seal here on this like blank corner on this page. And so I just, sat there with the wax just dripping for a little bit, and then I blew out the candle, and then I used the seal to make the little shape, and it's actually a dove, and it's really beautiful. I got it at like this little tiny shop in Kingston, Ontario when I was visiting a friend in university. But yeah, I let it dry for a little bit, and then after that I was able to close everything up, and now we're on the final flip through. I'm super excited by this entire theme. I think it looks so cool, and it's just getting me ready for those fall and spooky vibes that I'm just so excited for. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video and that you are excited to see more journaling videos from me. Let me know what theme you guys are doing for this month and what you thought of these spreads. I would love to hear which page is your favorite. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. And please remember that this story ain't over. Bye!